Hello, you. Thank you for your time. Here's a theoretical bomb. The only way to deactivate it is by a 5-letter code that you need to say. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heroes. And before you say anything, yes, I know this is weeks later after the update, but I get distracted easily, so let's just get to the video. Heroes were introduced in the 2025 December update for Clash Royale. The 4 heroes they added were the Mini P.E.K.K.A., the Musketeer, the Giant, and the Knight. And my first impressions of them were
I've also got Hero Knight, so what happens if I play both?
pretty bad. Because I thought they're just copies of champions. Who in Supercell thought it was a good idea to be like, oh yeah, why not we just take our original card, the champions, which have unique abilities and stuff, and let's just add that to every single other card. Like, just imagine you're playing against somebody, and they just pop 2 evolutions in the back, and then later they pop 2 heroes in front of them. Like, what is this? Oh, side rant, by the way, this is something completely separate from the heroes. But every time they release an update, whatever card or gimmick they had is always broken. And there's like a lot of creators that always know about this, but this is the method. Every time they come out with something new, it's always going to be broken and always going to be overpowered and always going to be the best card currently. This is going to be the meta. And then just weeks later, like maybe 2 weeks later, they nerf it and no one uses it except for some cards. But back to what I was saying about heroes. Heroes are actually not that bad as I thought they were. First impressions of them, I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to break the game entirely. When I actually got a hero, and I think it was a giant one, it wasn't too bad considering that my opponents weren't doing something crazy like they would in the top leagues. But I would say the further you progress in the game, the harder it's definitely going to get. And I'm not talking about, oh, well, you're just going to meet better players. No, you're just going to meet players that have level 16 cards, 2 heroes and 2 evos, and you have nothing to do about it because you have level 13 cards and 1 hero and 1 evo to counter it. Like, what is this game? And yes, I have accepted that this is a pay-to-win game, and I am not going to complain about it because it's just been something that's been complained about for years now. But let me just talk about what the heroes do for a minute. So if you don't know, the heroes are basically just champions that they implemented into regular cards. And Elite Ball Knowledge time. Who remembers when they added the champions back in November 2021? Golden Knight, Skeleton King, Archer Queen. Those are the first 3 champions they added. And this was basically like really new. This was like the most unique thing Supercell has done in like years. I remember going back to Supercell just for this update because I thought it was crazy. And then they decided, you know what? Why don't we add champion abilities to normal cards? Who thought of that? Like, who just thought, yeah, let's just completely devalue what champions are, and let's just add that to every single other card in the game. Yeah, that's good. They had to put it in ChatGPT, and it's like, we ran out of ideas. What should we do? And then ChatGPT in his voice is like, why don't you add champions to other cards? Also, I don't understand why there's a Golden Knight and Hero Knight. Like, what's the point of that? You could have made any other card a hero, but they decided to make a Knight hero. I understand the Giant, because the Giant doesn't have an Evo. Or the P.E.K.K.A, Mini P.E.K.K.A, they don't have an Evo. But I don't understand why we would add Musketeer and Knight when they already have Evos. Like, what? So when I was actually playing a game with the heroes, like the first time I was playing a game, it went off pretty normal, nothing out of the ordinary. And then I saw the hero, I'm like, what is this? And I just see the dude just do some crazy ability, right? I just have to pray that he's so bad that he fumbles on the last second. Hey, you know what? I have an idea. Why don't they have traps in the game, you know? I want to place like a little mine at the bridge, and if any dude crosses that bridge, they get... How about I just add, what's it called? A pit? Like a little hidden pit with spikes? And how about when the cards come over the bridge, they just die? Traps would be insane, you know, instead of this dumb hero update. Actually, it's not dumb. It's decent. It's alright. I'm not going to say, oh, it sucks. So what's it with... I'm not going to be like that, alright? Now that I'm done talking about the heroes, I'm going to move on to the other updates in this game. I haven't actually encountered that many level 16s, but that's just because I was at trophy level 9,500. But it really sucks when you do come across a level 16 card and your card is like level 13. You're automatically have a better chance at losing. Oh, they got rid of the books. Oh, and you know what's even more pay to win in this game? You can use gems now to upgrade cards. That is crazy. I had a legendary book of books, and I was just waiting to get to level 15, and I almost did. But then they just got rid of all that. And I'm like, okay, well, I have to upgrade a card now with all my wild cards I have. And I have a lot of wild cards now, but it's literally not the same as a book of books. Yeah. So they got rid of all the other stuff that I've been saving. Thankfully, they refunded. So they added new arenas and more trophies to earn in the trophy road. They increased the maximum trophies you can get. So instead of it being 10,000, it's now 1,200, I believe. I wanted to uninstall the game after I reached 10,000 trophies, and then the game was like, you know what? Let's just raise the maximum amount of trophies a player can have, trophy road, to 1,200. So I'm like, okay, now I need to grind to 1,200, which is just yikes. I mean, I don't need to do it, but come on. On a free to play account. The 2025 December update for Clash Royale. Heroes are just champion cards, new arenas, level 16's insane. I'll see y'all later.